Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear students, I am Aftab Alam Zikriya Muqaddam from Mechanical Engineering Department. Today we have important session on numerical of ideal diesel cycle. In this cycle, heat added at constant pressure and heat rejected at constant volume. So at the end of this session, we'll come to know heat added by the system, heat rejected by the system, and net work done. Thereby we can determine efficiency of diesel cycle. So here just have a look on important problem. So this is problem statement. In ideal diesel cycle, air at initial conditions 1 bar and 290 Kelvin at volume 1 meter cube is compressed to pressure 50 bar. If volume after constant pressure heating is 0.1 meter cube, determine first one all temperatures, then second air standard efficiency of cycle. So in order to solve this problem, we'll write given data. So the parameters given for us are initial pressure P1 1 bar, then temperature T1 is equal to 290 Kelvin. Already it is given in Kelvin. Then for constant pressure heating, that for constant pressure process P2 is equal to P3 and pressure is 50 bar. So volume V1 and V3 are given for us. So we'll write these volume. So first volume that they have given for us is V3 0.1 meter cube, then V1 1 meter cube. So to determine the parameters that are, first one temperatures at all salient points, means in diesel cycle temperature T1, T2, T3 and T4, this temperature to be determined. Then efficiency of diesel cycle, that is eta of diesel cycle. For this we should know following two ratios in order to determine its efficiency. So we have the ratios. First one, compression ratio, which is denoted as RC, that is equal to V1 upon V2. Next we have cutoff ratio. So cutoff ratio is basically denoted as rho, which is equal to V3 upon V2. So this is the value of cutoff ratio. So we'll represent all the process on PV and TS diagram for this diesel cycle. So one by one we'll show all the processes. So first we'll draw PV, that is pressure volume diagram. On y-axis we'll take the parameter pressure, that is P. On x-axis volume. Next, TS diagram, that is temperature versus entropy diagram. So process 1 to 2 is adiabatic or isentropic compression. Then 2 to 3 process is constant pressure heat addition process. Then 3 to 4 is adiabatic or isentropic expansion. And last 4 to 1, that is constant volume heat rejection process, QR. So points from PV diagram will be plotted on TS diagram as 1 to 2 isentropic process where entropy remains constant. So S1 is equal to S2. 2 to 3 is constant pressure heat addition process. Then 3 to 4 is adiabatic or isentropic expansion where entropy remains constant, that is S3 is equal to S4. And 4 to 1 process is heat rejection. So we'll mark 2 to 3 process heat addition QA and 4 to 1 heat rejection QR. Then we'll mark all the points temperatures, temperature T1, then third point is the maximum cycle temperature, that is T3, and fourth one temperature T4. So we have marked all the temperatures on TS diagram. So in first step we'll start from process 1 to 2, which is adiabatic or isentropic process. In this process we have relation as per adiabatic law in between pressure and volume and in between temperature and pressure. So first of all we'll apply the relation between pressure and volumes. So P2 by P1 is equal to V1 upon V2 raised to power gamma. But this P2 by P1 can again written as RC raised to power gamma, where this RC is equal to compression ratio, which is V1 upon V2. So we will substitute values of pressures. P1 we have 1 bar and P2 value we have 50 bar, and adiabatic index we know. So P2 50 and P1 1 is equal to RC raised to 1.4. So therefore this compression ratio RC is equal to 16.36. So from this RC value we can find out unknown volume V2. RC is equal to V1 upon V2. So 16.36 is equal to V1 value 1 meter cube and V2 is unknown. Therefore by calculation we got V2 value 0.061 meter cube. So this is value of volume after compression. In second bit we'll apply temperature volume relation for adiabatic process 1 to 2. T2 by T1 is equal to V1 upon V2 raised to power gamma minus 1. So we'll substitute values. T1 we have 290 Kelvin. V1 value, that is V1 by V2, we can write in terms of compression ratio RC. So T2 divided by 290 is equal to 16.36 raised to power 1.4 minus 1. So we'll calculate this value. 290 multiply by 16.36 raised to power 0.4. Therefore, on calculation, after the calculation we have T2 886.784. This is the first required answer of temperature. Step number 2 for process 2 to 3. So we know that process 2 to 3 is constant pressure process. So for this constant pressure process, first thing we have, that is pressure. P2 is equal to P3. So P2 pressure we have 50 bar, which is equal to P3. So second, that is T3 upon T2 is equal to V3 divided by V2. So we'll substitute values. Temperature T2 we have 886.78, then V3 0.1, V1 0.0611. So therefore T3 value we have found 1451.363 Kelvin. This is the second temperature, that is maximum temperature of cycle T3, second required answer. Again, in this step, for 2 to 3 process, we'll determine heat addition, that is heat added during process. So heat added QA is equal to MCP into bracket T3 minus T2. We'll take mass 1 kg per second, since it is not given. Therefore QA is equal to 1 into 1.005 into bracket 1451.363 minus T2 value that we have 886.78 Kelvin. So after calculation we have this QA value 567401.895 kilojoule per kg. So this is the heat added during the process 2 to 3. Next step, step number 3. Step number 3 is for process 3 to 4. So process 3 to 4, as we know that this is adiabatic expansion process. So during this adiabatic expansion process, we know entropy remains constant. So during this process, we'll first of all determine what is the pressure. So we'll apply this relation P3 by P4 is equal to V4 by V3 raised to power gamma minus raised to power gamma. So P3 value we have 50. During process 1 and 4, that is 4 to 1 constant volume process, volume V1 and volume V4 are same. So that are 1 meter cube. So 1 divided by V3 value 0.1 raised to power 1.4. So by calculation, we have determined P4 value is equal to 1.99 bar. This is the required answer of pressure at point number 4. So point number 4 gives the pressure value 1.99 bar. So next is T4 by T3 is equal to P4 upon P3 raised to power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. So we'll substitute all the values P4, then P3, then T3 temperature and gamma value, that is equal to 1451.0 multiply by 1.99 divided by 50 raised to power 1.4 minus 1 upon 1.4. Therefore T4 value is equal to, on calculating this value, we got 577.754 Kelvin. So in next step of this, step number 2, we'll determine heat rejected by the system. So for that we have relation of heat rejected QR is equal to mCV into bracket T4 minus T1. So heat rejected QR is equal to 1 into 0.718 into bracket 577.75 minus 290. So therefore heat rejected value QR is equal to 20667.37 kilojoule per kg. Next, after calculating this heat rejected, net work done by the system is equal to QA minus QR. So therefore net work done is equal to QA value we have, that we will substitute here, 567,401.89 minus 206,607.372. So therefore net work done by the system is equal to, so we'll calculate this value and determine it. So it is 3607.794.518 kilojoule per kg. So this is the net work done by the system, which is the required answer in order to determine its efficiency. So in diesel cycle, heat added, heat rejected and net work done. So last step, that is step number 4, efficiency of diesel cycle. So for this we have two methods. So first method I will apply to find out efficiency, that is by simple relation of efficiency of diesel cycle is equal to net work done upon heat supplied QA. So net work done value we have, QA value also we have. So we'll find out efficiency by substituting these values of net work done and QA. So QA value we have 56740 1.895. So on calculation, after calculating this value, we got answer as 0.6358. So we can write this in percentage as efficiency of diesel cycle in percentage is equal to 0.6358 multiplied by 100, that will be 63.58 percentage. This is the efficiency of diesel cycle. So alternative method to determine efficiency of diesel cycle, we have relation for that. Efficiency of diesel cycle is equal to 1 minus 1 upon RC, that is compression ratio raised to power gamma minus 1, in the bracket rho raised to power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma into rho minus 1. So we have rho value, that is cutoff ratio, which can be determined by this relation V3 by V2. Both values of volume we have. We'll substitute this in equation. So 0.1 upon 0.0611. So cutoff ratio rho is equal to 1.63. So we'll substitute these values. Efficiency of diesel cycle is equal to 1 minus 1 upon compression ratio we have 16.36 raised to power 1.4 minus 1, then rho value 1.63 raised to power 1.4 minus 1 divided by gamma value 1.4, again rho value 1.68 minus 1. So we'll find out the efficiency. So in fraction we found this value 0.6336. So percentage efficiency of diesel cycle is equal to 63.36%. This is the value of efficiency. 63.36. By both the methods we have same value. So now we will write final answers as first one, for all the temperatures at point 1, 2 and 3. So temperature values we found T1 already given 290 Kelvin, comma T2 value we have found out after compression 886.78 Kelvin. Then third point where we have found maximum cycle temperature T3, that is 1451.363 Kelvin, and last one, that is temperature at point number 4 T4. So that we have 577.2 75 Kelvin. So these are the values of temperatures. Then second, we have found efficiency of diesel cycle, which is 63.58 percentage. So in this way, we have determined temperature at all salient points as well as efficiency of cycle. Hope so, dear students, you enjoyed today's most important session on numerical of ideal diesel cycle, where we have found heat added, heat rejected, net work done and efficiency of cycle. Inshallah, in next session we'll meet with some other numericals on important cycles. So this is for today's session. For more such videos, subscribe my channel Aftab Alam Muqaddam. Thank you all of you for watching.